What old video games do you still play regularly? The Secret of Monkey Island. I've spoken with apes more polite than you. Wii Sports Resort. Until recently Age of Empires 2nd. Only reason I stopped was because I switched to Definitive Edition when it came out. Diablo 2nd. NFS Most Wanted 2005. Right now with mods though. For those who wanted the mod. My friend always gets the N64 out on his birthday. We play GoldenEye, Bomberman 64 and sometimes Mario Kart. Does once a year count as regularly? Oh. And every now and then I'll dig out mine and play Pokemon Snap. I've always felt this was a massively underloved game. I bet it'd be amazing with modern graphics and game engines. Maybe they could even have a course creator mode where people could submit their own routes. San Andreas. I sometimes love to play it and drive around the city and cry for the old days. Morrowind. Tetris. Space Pinball on Windows. Battlefront 2 Original. Quake. Doom. StarCraft. Super Mario 64. Cotter. It's on iOS now, so you can play mobile. All the Zelda games. Final Fantasy Tactics favorite all-time game. Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. 1 is my preferred split screen with friends. Various other SNES games. Fallout NV. Feels like I always find something new. RuneScape. I have yearly playthroughs of Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past and Chrono Trigger and I haven't gotten bored of them after all these years. Team Fortress 2. Little Big Planet. That game is so nostalgic. I recommend those who haven't played it to definitely do so. Oh, and Rayman. That game is incredibly fun. D. Crash Bandicoot. Spyro. The remastered versions were so good. GTA Vice City. It's classic. The Simpsons Hit and Run. The original Fable. Well, I'm about due for another playthrough of the Mass Effect trilogy. Minesweeper. I play through the Baldur's Gate series every year or two. It's still my favorite series of all time. FF7 and 8. Hogs of War. Age of Empires 2. Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3. Edit. There has been a lot of love for Hogs of War. Please check out r/Hog Software to show some love for the game. 007. Nightfire. Portal. Ratchet and Clank. Sid Meier's Pirates. If every couple years counts as regularly, then Bioshock and Bioshock 2. Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. Lego Star Wars. The complete saga. It's a perfect game. Several Pokemon games. Total Annihilation. KO2 2nd. Morrowind. The combat is terrible and the graphics are SHD, but I love the lore, music, environment and story so much. Road Rash. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Age of Empires 2. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Roller Coaster Tycoon. The OG 1999 one. It stands up really well gameplay wise. Pokemon Emerald GBA and Star Fox Adventures GameCube. I'm a sucker for older early 2000s Nintendo games. Smash Bros. Melee. And Project M. Mario Kart Double Dash mainly for its 8-player LAN mode. Assassin's Creed 2 I love everything about it. It could also be Halo Reach for me. Yoshi's Island is fantastic. Just started playing it last year. I would always put it off because I thought that baby Mario's crying would be too obnoxious to deal with. Big mistake. The game is great. Worms. Half-Life 2 not that old but still platinum. The Sims 2. Everything about it is perfect to me. The music especially. It has a goofiness and warmth we don't see much these days. Transport Tycoon Deluxe PC. Via OpenTTD. Morrowind PC. Via OpenMW. UFO. Enemy Unknown PC. Via OpenSCOM. Quake 2 PC. Available even from the Debian repositories. Rock'n'Roll Racing SNES. Via emulator. Generations 1, 2, 3 of Pokemon. Also N64 games. GoldenEye, Pokemon Snap, Stadium, Banjo-Kazooie, DK64, and Ocarina of Time. Super Mario Sunshine. Left 4 Dead. Morrowind. Yearly playthrough is a must. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Super Metroid SNES Emulator. Duke 3D. Fallout 2. I'm a sucker for Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Skate 3 if that counts lol. If not JBA Heritage for the future. I still play Modern Warfare 2, at least 10 hours per week. Believe it or not, online lobbies are still plentiful, complete with the trash talk and intermission fights. Mega Man X. StarCraft. Perfect Dark. Chrono Trigger. Luigi's Mansion. Skyrim. Drive. Mario. The wife will play it with me. On the rare chance we have a free day with no obligation, I've got a joint in the northeast's ready. Does Minecraft count? Cause the Minecraft. But also SMB3 and the Monkey Island games. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Tetris. I either play on my browser or if I have a DS around I love Tetris DS. Lou memes on the PS Vita is also a regular. Command & Conquer. I grew up playing 8 and 16-bit style games, so its level of age doesn't bother me. Love to be Re and Sun etc. Grew up playing the first CNC. PSUEA. Need for Speed. Most Wanted 2005, because that's what my potato PC can handle. Morrowind. Final Fantasy Tactics and Brigadine both for PS and currently played on my PS2 mini. CSS. GTA 2. Just started a blind playthrough of Dark Souls 2. Honestly not as bad as people say. Freelancer. Like how old? Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Usually do a yearly playthrough. Old school RuneScape. Super Mario World. No many how times beaten. Always worth a play. Command & Conquer Kane's Wraithon's Barks. Minesweeper. Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time. Aged like fine wine baby. My wife. StarCraft 1 and 2. It's not really fun anymore. Just takes my mind off things. Harvester. An old point-and-click FMV horror game. I replay it about once a month. It never gets old to me lol. ECIE, Morrowind. Smash 64 on an emulator. Lego Bionicle Heroes. Half-Life 2 and Episode 1 and 2. Command & Conquer 0 Hour Generals. Just picked it back up and fell back in love like I was 10 again playing in the room on my dad's laptop. Does Dota 2 count? I play through the original XCOM once a year and usually replay one Final Fantasy 7th, 8th, X or 12th. Jak and Daxter. SSX3, Star Wars Jedi Academy, Battlefront 2nd. FIFA 10. It just feels so much better on the old games. Especially career mode. New FIFA games all feel the same. What is considered old? Because at this point, MW2 could be considered old. BO1 could also be considered old. But I guess you mean like 20-year-old games. So I'm gonna go with JPOG. Does the Dark Souls franchise count? I can't help but revisit one of them every few months. Grand Theft Auto 5. SNES games. Mario and stuff. Old school RuneScape. The graphics are old and the gamma play is not as advanced as other MOBs, but that's the beauty about it. Any of the Civilization series, and really pretty much anything that Sid Meier's did. Railroad Tycoon, Pirates Gold, Master of Orion. Also Shining Force, when I feel like firing up an emulator. It isn't really old, but I still play Skyrim on an almost daily basis. The game that got me into PC gaming. Jak and Daxter The Precursor Legacy. I play it to 100% completion at least once a year. I played the hell out of that game when I was a little kid. So many good memories. Any Pokemon game I have, because I shiny hunt. Would Skyrim count? If so, Skyrim. The old Zelda games I still have with my GameCube. It's a nice hit of nostalgia. Lego Star Wars. The original complete saga. Literally played it the other day. Modern Warfare 2. Cotter. Civilization V. And I play it like no other games have ever been released since it came out a decade ago. Lots. Tyrion to K. OMF 2097. The Doom games. Heretic/Hexen. Duke Nukem 1/2/3D. Parasite Eve series. Pokemon Emerald version GBA and The Simpsons Hit and Run PS2. Edit. Added The Simpsons. Crash Bandicoot. Warped. The first game I ever played, and still my favorite. The whole Jak and Daxter trilogy, not the racing spin-off. I guess 2001 is considered old now. Borderlands. GTA 5. Super Smash Melee, with rollback netcode now implemented, it's better than ever. You kids and your old games. I'm still playing River Raid on my original Atari 2600. The machine I have is not capable of running games more demanding than GTA San Andreas. As a child I always skipped cutscenes. Never even finished the game. Always just blow up random simps for cheats. I recently played through it once more and realized how much more had gone into this game than explosive animations and minimally clad women. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. As well as Star Fox Assault. Little League World Series Northeasts. NFL Blitz 2000. Technically computer games, but I've been playing Nancy Drew mystery games since I was a child, and I still replay them into my late 20s. The Lego Star Wars prequels on DS, and how old does old mean? Mass Effect. I start the trilogy in September and finish on November 7th. Every year. SSX Snowboarding. Been my favorite game for like 10 years.